Alright guys, this is very exciting and we are here for the very first talk show, Bhutan Premier League 2021. I have one of my expert panels, my colleagues which we work together in office, Head of Competition Mr. Kinley Dorji, Head of Coach Education Mr. Kinley, and Head of Futsal Department Mr. Passang. They all are former national players and expert in this field, and today we're going to discuss in-depth discuss on what's happening in BOB Premier League 2021, because it's very important for us to trash it, to understand it, and to connect with our fans and to all our viewers and our sponsors and our fan base all over the world, not only in Bhutan but all over the world. So we will be discussing a lot on the Premier League 2021. So I'll start with the Kinley. So Kinley, if you could talk us through on the BOB Bhutan Premier League 2021, your thought on this tournament so far.
First of all, thank you media department for organizing this talk show, this program. And if I give the brief on the Bhutan Premier League, initially the league was started from 2012, but before in 1993 BFF joined in AFC, affiliated with the Asian Football Confederation, and they started with the league from that there. And in 2000 the Bhutan Football Federation was affiliated with FIFA, so the criteria for FIFA was to have a national league. So BFF has started the national league from 2000, and at that time the league was known to be A Division League. So from 2000 to 2006 till 2014, the league was called A Division League. And from 2012, after we had a artificial turf here in Jamlingham, then onwards we had the national league system, where home and away basis have to be played as per the FIFA mandate. And in 2012 we have Coca-Cola as a sponsor, and we named the league as the Coca-Cola Bhutan National League. And in 2015 we had a Bank of Bhutan coming in as a sponsor. So due to that sponsorship, we had to change the National League into the Premier League. So the Bhutan Premier League came into action in 2015. On 2015 onwards, and the league was known as Bank of Bhutan National League, actually.
So Coach Kinley, so we have played 72 matches so far this season, and 18 more matches to go, and it looks very exciting, especially for the title race. And yesterday we saw one of the major setback in the tournament where Thimphu City lost to Duklahayu, which was very unexpected, 2-1. So what are your thoughts? Do you think there will be twists in the tail? So do you think the title race will be that narrow towards where City will be facing Power at the Power Sports Arena? So what are your thoughts on that?
Thank you media department for organizing this talk show. Regarding the title race, still there are 4 matches to go with Power FC, and 3 more matches for the Thimphu City FC. So just now we cannot say who will win, but title race is still there, because they are just 3 points behind, but they are at the par just now points table. Both have got 38 points, but Para has got 1 match in hand. So they have a last match, final match amongst Thimphu City and Para FC. So the title is still on, and it all depends on the rest of the matches, which are going to be very tough. Now, if you see the fixture, the matches with matches for Thimphu City, and both Thimphu City and Para FC, they have got all the tough teams coming in. Tough teams in the sense, all the teams, those who are in the top 6. So the title is still on. There will be twist anytime, because in this league all the teams are equally good. This season we have seen, especially these top 6 teams, they're equally good. We don't know who will win, or because it's sometimes it depends on luck, one day luck.
So Passang, do you agree with what Kinley said? Because he said it depends on the luck also, and the top 6 teams are equally good as far as what Kinley said. So do you agree with Mr. Kinley said?
Okay, firstly, thank you, Media Department, for this show, and thank you for inviting us. So, like Kinley said, though Dubai, their new club, came up from the GG club, but if you see their team, the most are already played in national team, some are still in national team, so there is nothing to be like to get shocked or think by beating Timber City. But Timber City are a good team and still they have a chance. So they just lose one match. But like Kinley said, though they are equal point with Power FC, but Power FC they have one match in hand, so they are playing against high quality tomorrow, but we never know.
Yeah.
High quality also not a bad team.
Very good side, led
So
by
they might upset Power
Power
FC.
FC. The high chances.
Yes.
So I'll put it up to Kinley. Kinley, see, this year it has been one of the highest scoring matches in one of the tournament, more than 200 goals scored so far, and we still have 18 more matches to go. And there are a lot of talk saying that a lot of football enthusiasts have been saying that this is one of the not very competitive level tournament I have seen so far. Maybe because we have promoted the few teams directly from district league to the national to the Premier League. What are your thoughts on it? Do you really think our league the standard of league has gone down?
I would say that the league standard is not gone down because I feel that there is the management or the club structures is not so well. But looking at the player, what Kinley said, that all 10 teams are all equal. So I think the standard level is not gone down, but maybe the smaller teams like having a Gelifu or like Rimpus, they have a little bit of management issues in their clubs. So I think that's the reason where they are getting more goals. And maybe now for this, to make it out this club structure, we are working on the club licensing system. So once we implement the club licensing system to all the clubs, then I feel that this will help our clubs to grow strongly.
Very true, because the BFF is working on the club license system whereby the club has to fulfill certain mandates to be in a very professional club, whereby you have to take care of your players from salary to coaches to the administration to the management. It is a very professional setup where it has been implemented by FIFA and also by AFC, so which is a very major breakthrough for the local Bhutanese club to get into, especially to compete in the international bigger leagues with the bigger clubs. Having said that, one of the most the talk of the town, if I say, in the football arena is like, how did Ugyen Academy drop their standard? They were one of the favorites. There has been like, if you look into the records or if you look into the history, UA team has been one of the best in the league so far. Despite not having the foreign players previous years, they've been fighting well. They've been coaching, but I think this year their performance has drastically gone down, and people have been asking us on the social media. They was like, what happened to UA? So if Kinley, you could explain to me, because you're a former coach there and also now you have worked with the UA team. So what happened to them?
For me, what I think about the performance of Ugyen Academy gone down is due to split of the team members. Because there are two teams came up for this league from Ugyen Academy. One is Gomo and one is Ugyen Academy. But if you see the squad, they just have 16 to 17 players in the squad, where they back up their substitutes. Most of the players are inexperienced, but some of the good players from our academies, those who went from academies on, they have split some of the players to Gomo, where I see if they could have made one team, they could have been a threat like in the past.
Yeah.
Because Now this year, if you see the matches in their home, they have been losing most of the matches. And in the past, all the big teams, they always have a fear. Whether they can grab that 3 points. Forget about the 3 points. They have a tough time to grab 1 point also. So this year, since they have split the team, the strength of the team is split into two, and that's the reason the team is not performing well this season.
So what you're suggesting them, and what you could have suggested is if Gomo and UA could have merged together to form one team from UA. So we could.
Exactly.
Okay. So let's look at the perspective. So they have released most of their senior players. They couldn't retain. They retained few, but they are the very young players. Don't you think that the releasing of the players and also the management, there's some issue, I don't know, but I really wanted to ask you that.
This situation was same before also, because all the players, they come there when they pass out class 10, they just wanted to continue their academics from 11 and 12. Once they complete their class 12, they go. Once they graduate from Ugyen Academy, they go to the big clubs like Thimphu City, Transport and other clubs in Thimphu, because they have been coming from those clubs when they were in class 10. So it was like going and coming. And there was not much difference in the past, but this year they could not retain the players, but they got the academic players, young and youth players. But if they could have merged together, because they were split into two, as I already mentioned. If they were kept together, because they have been playing together in the academy for 4-5 years, so if they were kept together, they could still be the threat to all the big clubs.
This is very, now I'm gonna go very deep into the tournament because this is getting really exciting. You can see still Thimphu City is leading because Paro still has to play the game. But on third position, there's Transport United. They are just 7 points behind the league leaders, and they still yet to play their second round against Paro FC and Thimphu City FC. So, what are your thoughts on it? Do you think that Transport United still has a chance to grab the title?
By looking at yesterday's match, I think because any team can shock any big teams. Like yesterday, Dublin shocked Thimphu City by winning 2-1. So, if that is a goal, because now hereafter there will be all the matches will be played amongst the top 6 teams now. So I think there are some chances because each team can pull each other. So at the same time, Transport must win all the matches. Mm-hmm. Even if they drew one match, then there's no chance. Their chance is very less. So they have to win all the matches. On the other hand side, the other teams might have to draw or win from Paro FC and Thimphu City.
So the chances, the gate is open to anyone. Yes. The title race is still open.
Title race is
still open for 1, 2, 3. The good news is the title race is still open for 1, 2, 3, Thimphu City, Paro FC and Transport United. On paper, when the tournament really started, there was a lot of hype about Transport United FC because they had a lot of young players, talented players. Especially there were like a lot of players from Ugyen Academy who had like played in the highest level of football. But as the tournament gradually started, the performance of Transport United FC gradually went down. They started losing it, they started drawing with it. So, Passang, now I'm asking you because you have played at the very highest level of this football. So, what do you think, what happened to Transport United? Where they went wrong? Because they started brilliant the tournament, they started with a win, but suddenly in between they dropped. But if you look at the paper, the players are like amazing, fantastic players, good midfielders, like good side wingers, the goalkeepers are fantastic. What happened?
So my point of view, I think Transport players, most of the players last year they played from Ugyen Academy and they had a good result. They became second position in last season.
Yes.
So in this season, all the Ugyen Academy, all the key players, I must say key players like Chile and Kunga and BV. Yes, 4-5 players. They all came together in the Transport United this year.
As a set, yes.
Yeah, as a set.
Yes.
So they had a good cooperation in between. So that's why people
we all thought.
People all thought that. Last year, Ugyen Academy all set came to Transport this year. So this year, Transport might be very strong. Yeah, they might take the titles and everything. But what I see is they need 1-2 of experienced players. That's the lacking in the transport team.
Okay.
So they
Very
don't
good
have
point,
actually
very good point, yes.
controlling the game.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't have a senior players.
Okay.
If they have 1-2 senior players, then I think by today they might be in the top.
So how Tenchiniu is doing for high quality,
Yes,
because he's a
yeah,
very
exactly,
experienced player and he's
yes,
helping the high quality
yes.
because they're young side. So the Tenchiniu is like, see, if I say like high quality is not bad also. They also fourth position and now which at par with Transfer United 31 points.
Yes.
And Tenchiniu has been the star performer of high quality United FC, and he's a veteran. He's old school, but he has been here in this league for a long time, and he's a very a disciplined player, I must say.
Yes.
So exactly what Coach Passang said, Transport lack experienced players. So Kila, do you agree with what Passang just said?
Yes, I do agree with Passang because Transport is comprised of all the youth players, but what they lack is experienced players. But if I'm not mistaken, Centennial was offered to play for Transport United.
Oh.
But unfortunately, the deal was made after High Quality had already signed his.
Exciting, yes.
So he had already committed to High Quality. Otherwise, Transport because Transport was lacking some of the defenders. So he being an experienced player, so he was offered the deal, but unfortunately they could not sign because the High Quality have already
I think it's good deal.
made a deal.
It's a very good deal. It's a very
You
good
can
deal.
see Tenchiniu.
Has been taking a lot of man of the matches.
Taking
He's
man of the
been
match, going for attack, he's scoring,
Yes,
he's coming
he's been
back,
scoring
defending. Yes, he's making a
Brilliant.
lot of difference.
yes, he's been like the star performer of High Quality United FC. Given that fact, Kile, I must say like. So what was the reason? Many are asking a question. What is the reason we promoted Gelifu or Gomo or Rimpung? So people want to know, but we already have explained to them. But let's hear from the horse's mouth.
Actually, we have not promoted Gelifu. They changed the name from Tali B. Actually, the champion from the Gelifu Sarpong Gelifu district league was Tali B. So we have sent an official letter for the invitation for the Bhutan Premier League after they completed the district league down there. So when they come for the Bhutan Premier League, they have changed the name into Gelifu FC.
Okay.
So that's the reason, but we have not promoted them directly into the
Premier League.
Bhutan Premier League.
So they are the one of the worst performing teams so far in Bhutan Premier League, and they have conceded more than 69 goals, which is a very huge goal. Having said that, we can't help because they're first timers, and I think there's a tough way up. They have to learn the hard way, and I think they will come back stronger next year.
Sorry, I have met with the Gelifu management last week.
Yes.
They came to my office and they said that due to this pandemic, they could not perform well this season. So, but now they are coming up with the good structure. They are coming up with the sponsorship next season. So maybe by next season they will come strong.
They come stronger. I hope they can come stronger because we need more teams from South region, so that with a lot of we get a lot of different clubs from different regions, because as we know, the football in Bhutan is dominated by the clubs in Thimpu so far, and Paora has been coming up, Punaka has been coming up, and we encourage more southern from east or from the west or the clubs to come in, so that it will be more diversified and we can like have a lot of teams competing in this tournament. Having said that, now this is very exciting. I said like the title race is one exciting, but the relegation zone is not exciting for me. And as far as we see, there's 5 teams. 5 teams are going out, right?
Yes.
So 5 teams are going out mainly, and Ugyen Academy, I think for the first time they're also in the relegation zone. So what are your thoughts on that? And they have, I don't think they have a tough matches now.
Because regarding the relegation now, only top 5 will go for the next season, which will be in the BPL only, and bottom 5. And Ugyen Academy, looking at the current situation, they're in the 6th position.
Yes.
So there's a big difference of points between
Duklayo
Duklhail and
Alright.
Ugyen Academy FC. So I think this time
They're dropping.
there is high chances of dropping Ugyen Academy for the relegations. But they can still come back next season because they have to play the D-League. I think D-League for them is very easy. So they can come back again from the D-League. So it's almost going down and they'll be coming back again.
But then we will be having a BPL qualifier, right?
Yes,
next
yes,
year.
yes.
If,
Next year we will have a BPL
given the situation, the
qualifiers.
pandemic, it's clear that we should have a BPL qualifier. So then they have to go through BPL qualifier also.
They
There
have
will
to
be
play district league, then they have to
BPL
come for the BPL qualifiers.
there will be another tough challenge for the UA boys. As much as I love them, admire them, it is very heartbreaking for me to see that you have not been performing. Kinley, tell me one thing. What is the difference now? You can see now top 5 clubs except for Power FC, all from Thimphu. And rest like Gensung, Rimpung, Gomo, Gyalfu are on bottom. Like they're not been performing. What do you think there's a difference in the clubs? What are the differences? What is that Thimphu club are like very exceptionally good at it, and but the district clubs are like struggling?
I would say that it's facilities, because let's talk about the Power FC. Before the Power FC, we had a Power United from there,
Yes.
and they were they always stand in the bottom 5 when they were in the league.
Yes.
And after Power FC coming in with the infrastructure, so that made the vast difference there. So I would say that the infrastructure and the facilities makes the difference.
I think yes. I think on the top, apart from that, also a lot of financial resources that has been put in by a club like individual club like City or Transport or High Quality. Even Dukal Hayal is pumping a lot of money into the club, which is very positive for us. Maybe if other districts, other clubs could also arrange it, but it's very difficult for us to. Easy for us to say, but it's very difficult to get it. Now let us move on to the coach. It's a very interesting topic that I really want to discuss is on the coaches. So Coach Ngawang now, I think he's a star performer. He has been back 2 coaches of the week. So what do you think about him?
Yeah, he's one of the senior most coach, and he has been coaching and in this BPL for quite many years. And in the other.
And also he's an experienced player himself.
He played for the national team for quite many years. He himself was a player, and during his playing career he was he was as famous as other players.
Well, he's a very smart guy.
Yeah.
Tactically
He's very good, because he is one of the versatile player, I would say.
Okay.
Because he used to play defense. When he first came to the national team, he played the right defender, fullback. Then later he was placed as a midfielder. So after some time during 2013, SAF 2011 or 2013, I'm not sure, but during that SAF game, he was playing as a striker. So he was versatile. He can play in any position.
So you think because he had played in the highest level of the football standard that is in our country, so this is his playing style has evolved and has brought a change in his coaching style. Do you think that?
Yes, because he has got a very good knowledge about the football, because he himself played for the national team and we did the course together, and he was selected for the Project Future. It was our AFC President's initiative to make Asian coaches to improve, and he was there he was first batch from Bhutan. He and Mr. Bikash. Later I got that opportunity in 2009. He was in 2007 or 8. So he had playing experience as well as he had been coaching with the seasoned players. I'll mention it as a seasoned player because when he was leading Tetten and Drug United, he had all the ex-national players and all seasoned players from Thimphu. And when he was leading Transport, he had a seasoned player as well as youth, because he had been the head coach of Youth Academy in BFF, Changjijila, and he was under the guidance of all the foreign coaches. So he had a better, Japanese coaches, so he had a better knowledge of football.
He's a better one. So if you really think about it, so there's another senior coach, Pushpalal Sharma, for FC, who's been doing very well. He has also one title under his belt. And Bikash Pradhan also. He's one of the senior most coach, A-license coach.
Yes, if you see the league statistic, the highest number of coach was Mr. Bikash. He did 9. He was as a head coach of the club for 9 seasons. So now I think it's 7 or 8 times. So Bikash has more experience in BPL, because that time Ngong was still playing for the club.
Okay. So, but what is the difference between Bikash, Pushpalal and Ngong? Because rest I won't say, because we have a very young. Transport is led by one very young coach. High quality also is led by a young coach. Tensung also apparently is not very young, but he's not inexperienced coach. Rimpong, I don't think they have a good coach only. Gomo also a very unexperienced good for the Guildford also. But so I say top 3 coaches like Bikash, Pushpalal and Ngong. So what set them apart? What are the differences like you can in the technical terms?
Technically, all 3 of them are technically sound. But Pushpalal, during his playing time, he was like a goalkeeper. But when he was playing for the school team and all, he is also one of the versatile players. He used to play the goalkeeper. He used to play defender. Sometimes he plays the striker also. But in the national team, he was playing as a goalkeeper. But most of the time, Jimmy Singh used to lead the team as a goalkeeper. But in the youth team, he was the first goalkeeper. And Pushpalal, regarding him, he reads a lot about the football. He does lots of research.
Yes.
Ngong, he had a playing experience and he wanted to do something new.
Gambles.
Yes.
Gamble with
Yes. It's all about their hard work and dedication in the field. But regarding Bikash, he's little bit disheartened because he got all these youth players and all, but if you really work hard, because Bhutan football, there's no vast difference between youth and adults.
Yes.
Only thing is about strength and all, but if it is all about the strength, then we can put the wrestlers down there. But here it's all about the technique and tactics.
True.
Technique from the player side and tactical changes from the coach's side. So if you really focus, it's all about their fitness level. Because Ugyen Academy, they're technically sound, but in the physical terms, second half they used to concede more, because that seems that their energy level is going down and they're losing their concentrations. Even if you see with Paro FC, they conceded goals in second half. Despite one man down against City, they conceded a goal in second half. So I think their fitness level is not up to the mark. That is one reason. It's not to do with the inexperience and experience, because they have been treated to the Timber City here. They were leading 1-0
yes, true.
in away match, and they lost 2-0 in their home match despite one man down. So I think it's all to do with the fitness and mental strength of ball.
So I think the fitness is the key here in Bhutan, because we might be very skillful, but the fitness is the key. It always has been for the national team also, and I think it is a very key element and part of the player development and also for the team development. The fitness is maintained all the time. Having said that, so I'll ask Passang. Passang, see, from this whole lot of players from like 10 different clubs, this year, like, who do you think is like one of the most amazing players, good players that is coming up? Do you see any good players coming up?
Like Kinley said, right now we all are thinking like all are local players.
Yes.
So like if I talk about my experience, I still like used to play veterans and local matches. But if I play with like a club team,
Yes.
still like I can play. Like,
Yes, true.
Because we as a local people, we know each other's things,
Strength and weaknesses.
strength and everything.
Yes.
Like, so what from my point of view is most what we Bhutanese player we need is exposure. We used to say exposure matches. So when we play within ourselves, we know each other's tactics and strength and everything. But once when we go to play with like a foreign team, then without
we lose confidence.
Yes, that's my opinion more. But this season, if we look in this season, this league, mostly all the players are same equally. We see equally. Yes. You don't see any
outstanding players. No.
Don't see.
Maybe I ask Kinley also. Kinley, see, what's happening is we see a lot of good defenders. Like any game, like we see a lot of good defenders, and so far, like most of the man of the match has been backed by defenders. I see, not very strikers are taking the man of the match, but maybe the midfielders or the defenders. So what we lack this year, from my perspective, is I see that there's no good goalkeeper coming up or the strikers. Do you agree?
I do agree, but it depends on the match by match. So I think when they select the man of the match, maybe the competitors is most of the balls are played in the midfield area and the defense. So I think the goalkeeper they're getting less, maybe because of that. So I don't know technically, but maybe from the technical experts, they have a reason why only the defenders and the midfielders are getting the man of the match.
Or the one who scores the goal.
Yeah.
Okay.
It depends on the strength of the opponent, and we see because just scoring in the last minute, and if you just give a man of the match to the striker, it doesn't make any sense. The man of the match is ordered for their performance throughout the 90 minutes. So we see the midfielders and defenders were really working hard. So we keep eyes. We are in group of 5.
Yes.
So we don't give individually. We select ourselves, but we decide in the committee.
Mm-hmm. I think so, you all have criteria.
Yes, we have set the criteria for the man of the match.
Mm-hmm.
So if they fulfill the criteria, like some of the strikers, like they really struggle. Like if I give an example of Tensung striker number 7, Ngong Topge. He's type of striker who really hustles, who really works hard. You can see him on the left flank, you can see him on the right flank, you can see him sometimes in the defender. Most of the time, he always chases the ball.
Yes.
But most of the strikers, they just wait for the ball, and when the ball comes, they score. And for that, we don't give it. So, if you see, he has been given twice or thrice man of the match because he scored also, and he was working for the team, and his commitment for the team is awesome.
Yes. Having said that, yes, Ngong Topge is a very exciting player. I like the word you use, hustle. He is a hustler. He never rests. He's always looking for opportunity because he knows he has a big team and he can't take too much touches the ball. First touch he takes is a shot.
Yes.
And he has scored some of the amazing goals, especially in Punakha, UA ground. He scored one of the good goals, one of the best goals. Crucial goals he has scored. So Ngong Topge is a player to look forward to. He is an army guy, a brilliant player. And I say Dorji, Power FC has been leading the goal scorer 20, and followed by Ugyen Dorji of Transport 14. So Dorji, I really want to discuss on Dorji. So Dorji is a natural striker, which is we all know because we have seen him grow. But see, despite the goal, 20 goal, which is a very a good record as per the records, 20 goals is a very high number to score in a single tournament. But he has not been performing consistently. So, what are your thoughts on that?
Maybe he's focusing more on scoring part. He's not playing as a team because after his leading score, I've seen him taking lots of pressure. Maybe he wanted to score more and more, and he was going more individual. Before that, he was playing as a team, and there was a very good team combinations between the Power FC team. But after he was leading the score, then it's just my own opinion. So for me, he's going solo now. he wanted to score himself. He doesn't want to. So when
Past few matches,
yes,
I've seen it.
I've seen few matches because he might wanted to lead this has goal scorer. So maybe that might be pressurizing him. I think for him, he should calm down and he should play his normal game. Goals, that 20 goals did not come. It came naturally because he have that.
He's a natural striker.
Natural striker,
He's a natural
and he has got very good pace, and he is the type of striker I love to see because he can really cope up with our Educator.
Okay. In the national team.
Yes,
In the
and
national team.
about the strikers, like I forgot to mention, there are few strikers, not only Ngong Topge who hustles. Our Kasampenju, Duke Hull's striker, Kasampenju, he is one of the striker who hustles, and Dilip Gurung, Transport United. Yeah, these three strikers, are the one who really hustles for the ball, who really works hard, who never stands there and waiting for the ball.
Alright, having said that, it's a very exciting time and we're looking forward for the rest of the 18 matches because the title race is still on and it's still open for top 3 clubs to grab Thimphu City, Power FC and Transfer United FC, but Thimphu City has already dropped 3 points. And let's see if Power FC wins tomorrow against High Quality United FC and takes the 3 crucial point lead in the top of the table. For now, this is the first talk show that BFF has hosted, and we will continue because it is a breakthrough for our technical department and our competition department to understand the tournament, to connect with the fans, to connect with the audience, to connect with the sponsors, to connect with the world, so that we BFF is very much transparent, very much in a way that we really want to communicate and a bridge between the people to people. So please do watch us, do support us, please do follow BFF football page for more updates on the tournament. Also watch on My Kuju Football, Bhutan Football TV for the live action of BOB Premier League 2021. It's very exciting and I can't wait to watch it. Thank you and Tashdale.